What is going on YouTube? It is FlopFish here, and welcome back to an NHL 13 gameplay commentary. And this one's actually via shootout at the end of a hockey game that was scoreless, and the guy and I hit about 8 posts each. It was a fairly good game, fairly good shootout, and the shootout's about 3 minutes and 50 seconds long or so. So sit back, relax, and listen to my review of the NHL season. So it all started out in, September. Well, actually, I guess about this time last year when they had to strike up a new CBA, and unfortunately neither side did, and it got to the point in September where, guess what, we had our third lockout in the third straight CBA bargaining session, and unfortunately it wasn't looking very good. There's a couple bright spots where just like, okay, this is a good offer, they're gonna accept it. Nope, there's something hidden in it that they don't like, and it just kept on going like that all the way. Even in December, it didn't look like we were having hockey. Even in January, we were about probably, I'd say we were a week away from having the full season scrapped. And that's kind of impressive that, we had one of the most entertaining cup finals, which, by the way, I still don't understand how it ended last night. But we had one of the most entertaining cup finals and probably one of the more entertaining seasons, in my opinion, in such a short amount of time. And there's a lot of stuff that happened this year, like the Chicago Blackhawks. They just were insane, as Andrew Shaw comes on screen. But they were just insane this entire year, and I honestly did not expect them to win it all. I mean, there's probably a good chance that they would, but there was just tons of stuff, like their long win streak, the Avalanche, it's the Avalanche snapping it, and it's just game after game they'd find a way to win games that they were losing, and that was just insane. And then fast forward to the Stanley Cup Finals, like the Boston or even the Boston-Toronto series, that was amazing hockey, and it seemed like every single series this year had pretty much amazing hockey in it. Even the San Jose Canucks series was pretty good hockey. It was actually fairly close. Unfortunately, one team was slapped, but every playoff series to me was very good this year and very entertaining, which there's normally a couple dull ones, but I couldn't really find one I didn't enjoy watching. But considering we started off as the season started off as something that wasn't gonna happen, and we ended up with this amazing cup final, which is I'd be hard-pressed to find one that is actually better overall entertainment value than the one we had this year. Two powerhouse teams between the Bruins and the Blackhawks, and it was just an absolute complete domination at times from one team or the other. Like, Boston absolutely dominated the vast majority of Game 6, but somehow Chicago managed to win the game, and it's just kind of funny how stuff like that happens. But it was an amazing year, and we saw some great players coming up through the ranks. We saw the first showing of Tarasenko, Yakupov. Don't forget Yakupov's goal in celebration. That was another amazing highlight. We had PK Subban go absolutely ham this entire year. We had the Ottawa Senators somehow pull off a miracle. And in my opinion, this was probably one of the best NHL seasons from start to finish I have ever watched or been alive for. And, it's just, there's too many good storylines out of it and too much excitement. And I guess for next year, I don't know if it'll surpass this year, but there could be a pretty good chance, and I'm fairly excited for the next season. Of course, that was the end of this season, and we have a whole summer without hockey, so what's better to do than play some NHL 13? But anyways, guys, as I choke here on this final shot, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts, and take it easy, and